right now I'm thinking to change the industry for the games, because
I know with Unreal Engine 5, not everyone care about topology and the game side of things, but there are so many like Ubisoft, EA, Rockstar, like so many studios still follow the old pipeline. Not everyone work with Unreal Engine 5 yet. So what you can do, you can try recreating this in Unreal Engine. Okay. And so which will be like super easy for you because it's just not nothing to, you can use all the assets. Welcome to the episode of Art Talks, where I help aspiring artists to find their way. So let's go. So, yeah, anything like would you like to start with thing? Like, can you give me a little bit background about yourself?
Yeah, okay. So I'm VFX artist like for 8 years now, and I'm doing 3D generalist usually. So I do modeling, texturing, lighting, and rendering. So all the stuff in 3D. Yeah, and everything was fine, and I was work from home, and like I had a lot of contracts from other studios. But last year was breakdown, and then I got like one contract or two contract in a year, and when I finished the work for in March, I was working just some small contracts, like to make some money, nothing long term. And right now I'm thinking to change the industry for the games, because I think I have this is the thing. I know I have the skill set, but I'm not sure how usually is a process get hired from VFX and from cinematics and movies to games. And also I'm struggling when I'm always trying to apply, and there is like conditions and like 2+ or 3+ years in gaming, and sometimes it's just fail there. Like they just check my experience, and there is no games. So this is like a bit of struggle as well.
Oh, okay. That you have a long experience. Like it's really shocking to see. Like after 8 years of experience, I also have almost like now it's 9 years like in games, right? And like almost 11 years, 10 to 11 years, it's been in 3D industry. But like it's so shocking to see like after these many years you are struggling to find a job. I know because of the writer strike, the Hollywood suffered a lot, and there was a lot of layoffs and studio shutdown in VFX and in movie industry. So I can understand in that side, but I don't know, I cannot feel your situation, like you are in the situation how bad it is, but I hope financially you are not struggling, because that's the one part which make you comfortable. Even if you don't have job, like if you can pay your bills and stuff, and you have enough savings or some job or some part-time or some little bit of gig you can do to survive. So I hope everything is well on that side. And
I have savings, and with the money I'm like okay, but it's getting like smaller and I mean less and less, and also I feel a little bit depressed because when I watching the movies what I like to work for, and right now I have to do something and also I am looking for some long-term projects, and the games looks like a good idea for me, because I like working on big environments, because sometimes I got lucky and I work like I did the cinematic for
nice.
and I got lucky to create environments, but in movies I it's not usual to create the full environments. There is like creating assets and some props, but in games it's more like you creating like these environments, like building together with team, and I really like it. So that's why I'm trying to looking for environment art in games.
Yeah, it's surely you can translate a lot of things. The only thing comes in the optimization. We will surely discuss a lot of things. I was going to recommend you like Axis Games, which I think unfortunately shut down last year, a few months ago. It was like the studio was only into making cinematic videos for games, like trailers and
Mhm.
movies or in-game cinematics and stuff like that. So they were doing cinematic stuff, trailers and posters. But unfortunately, that's no longer. But you can check like if it's still there somewhere. If the people from the Axis studio formed another studio, so you can just keep an eye on the people from Axis Games. So
Mhm.
they work on cinematic stuff. But yeah, so just quickly share your portfolio. I would love to have a look at it, and then we can discuss how first how we can translate your portfolio, current portfolio, into in-game scenes.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then if it's not possible, then we will think like how we can translate your skills into environment art.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so share your link in the chat here if possible.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
I think on
and
YouTube
that
also you can do it, but I don't know, like I don't know the difference now, because YouTube have more people. Like if you want to catch eye, I think it's more thing, but I think on Vimeo it's more secure. They have
yeah.
more secure system as much as.
Yeah, it's more secure, and there is no advertisement like in YouTube, because when you send to HR or someone to watch your show reel, and then they're like 1 minute advertisement, like, oh, maybe they don't have time, they just swipe it. So Vimeo is like is the way.
Okay, I can share. Okay, so you can see also what I'm looking at.
Okay.
So do you have any personal work?
Yeah, but it's long time I was worked for personal project, because basically when I work for studios, I keep my personal time for my wife and for me, so it's like
No, it's okay, because the even though like I all the opportunity I got because of my work when I was a bachelor, I put a lot of work into my personal work also. Like if you see my portfolio, I don't have much professional work shown.
I was trying to update it, but I'm still missing
It's
a lot
okay.
of
It's
stuff
okay.
here.
So this I see your these are the professional one. Then there is a Camaro, and then there are
Yeah,
two scenes.
yeah, the
Okay.
personals are the camera and the Japan Chinese street,
So there is like
and
these two
then
things.
jungle.
Like it's not like you cannot be a vehicle artist also, because you made cars and you made the jet, right? You can be a vehicle artist also, and it's easy to get a vehicle work as a individual prop than environment, because environment is always collaborative thing, right?
Mhm.
But for vehicle and hard surface you can get a individual thing. But the only thing is you need to show game ready stuff, right?
Mhm.
Scenery. But now in any situation, like whoever is in any situation, the first thing is we have to put effort to build our portfolio. We cannot
Mhm.
escape that. Now it's that if you're not working now, then just put that full-time time which you find to building your portfolio. Treat it as a proper job or project, basically a freelance project you got. I
Yeah.
just cracked myself into that, like how can I make myself more
Oh.
accountable to do things. Discipline is like we slowly form, but accountability we need to stand, right? Like today I need to wake up, that accountability is
Okay.
there, right? So that in normal scenario does not make, so we need to make up our mind to build something. I really love your this train environment. Do you still have these files? So did you create everything, or you use the assets from internet and then you made it together?
It's a mix. The some of them like mega scans, because it's super easy and quick to add the mega scans.
Yeah.
I built full bridge because like there was no the same bridge to download, so I built a bridge and I built a train, but the train is like super not that much high poly because it's not that
Yep.
main object.
So what you can do, you can try recreating this in Unreal Engine. Okay.
Hmm.
And so which will be like super easy for you, because it's just not nothing to, you can use all the assets which you have. You just have to
Mhm.
compose the scene again. So there is a really nice script called 3ds Max to Unreal. Yeah, so this is the one.
Mhm.
So what it
Mhm.
does, so basically like your whole scene, you take it copy into this thing, basic script. So what you do in the end, you just paste it in Unreal. So what happens, it gives you boxes, right?
Mhm.
Simple cubes with the name of the asset, with the proper location and rotation and scale. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So what you need to do, then you have to export all these assets individually. Like imagine you using this rock, but you are instanced it and duplicated it multiple times.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so then you export this rock into Unreal, into
Yeah.
proper folder, and then you in the Unreal viewport you can replace the instance. Basically you select all the cubes, and in the reference of that object you can say this is from my content browser, this is the object. Okay, so there is like a simple mind shift you need from cinematic. I don't know.
That's a good idea to change the scene to Unreal, because
Yeah.
because a lot of positions are like, 3D or Unreal Artist, even in movies, but it's like 3D and Unreal Artist. But I don't have the experience, like the full experience in games with Unreal, so
No
I
worries,
don't
no
have
worries,
it like
no worries.
this. But
So one thing you can do like this, like I want you to take advantage of our Discord server which I started. Okay, so you can go to the my academy page, right? Tommy.io/fpa, right?
okay.
And here is a Discord server. Okay, so there is a work in progress channel. Okay, so you post any doubt there. Okay, and I will answer it there. Maybe create videos, maybe just personally like you say like how to export. So I will share this script there. After 2 months, once you have almost finished the project and you want final feedback, we can jump onto a call, unless I will keep giving you feedback on the channel on Discord. Okay. Okay.
Great.
So the over rundown, like this is the same thing you have to do in the Unreal. Is super easy. So you can do one thing is you have this. You need to make sure this is like 4-year-old. Okay. This is mega scans. It's okay, but this bridge and train you have to polish. Okay. Try to make it more better. Okay, all up to you. So that's like for this, because this one I seem is a more quicker to finish. So I would say this will be like much quicker. Like if you this can be done in 1 week basically, right? And the rest of the time you can take for learning basically how much time it takes. But from my opinion, like if I do it from scratch, the first thing I will try to use a script, bring in the Unreal. So it's simply like give you the script, this one, you copy this, all right, copy the script, you come to the Unreal. I will maybe share it now so you can test it now and join the Discord and share your result there. Okay, so yeah, so this is basically will get you all the objects basically, and like this forest pack no need to use. Unreal itself have scatterer in there. So there is PCG. I don't want you to get into PCG, which is like easy scatter everything in there. I want you to use foliage painter, which is also very convenient and easy. You just put the foliage in the list, just use the brush tool to paint over things. Simple. Okay, and I want you to use as minimum thing as possible. Then slowly you can learn PCG and build the scene. This will be helpful. And maybe I will create a short video on there. Like I will write it down. Maybe I will create a small video. I don't use 3ds Max now, right? I use Blender full time, right? But I will try to help you where I can. Okay.
Okay.
So this is like giving me an idea like so script. I wanted to replace the script, because what the script does, it does not do anything. It just create this XML type of clipboard copy, right? And when you paste it in, like it's just like when you copy from one place to paste it in another side, right? It give you ASCII code. So ASCII code just paste it in Unreal. It just give you cubes on that location and that rotation. Then the reference is not there, but it's not very right way of doing things, but I used it a lot. There are now plugins which directly does it, like Blender to directly to Unreal Engine without creating in between exports. We do not create any FBX or anything, just directly export. And that script never worked for me, so unfortunately cannot have but in there. But this can be useful. So basically, once you have this thing, the rock is there, the scattering is fine, it's okay. The mountain at least will be there, the mesh, right? The 3D mesh will be there. So once you have, then set the camera. Okay, set the camera, animate it a little bit, and then animate the train moving forward. It's really simple in Unreal also. It's just simple to keyframe. Okay, and but you have to use this. I don't know if there is linear animation is there, but you can do it through this camera animation thing. You can import an object in there and then animate it. It's not as easy as 3ds Max, because any object can be animated directly in their timeline, and in 3ds Max in Unreal it's a little bit there. I did it a long time back, so I will just try again also, like how it is. So basically, like once you have without any scattering, any foliage or anything, I just want to have this so in 2 days basically you can get this whole shot basically set. Okay, and then it's the matter of adding more details and polishing this thing. Okay, so which you
Okay.
can so rather than you can bring the guy on the rocks, or but you can make a hiking path also, right? So what you can do in here, like you can make, there's a path. Okay, there's a cliff side. Okay, some grass and some bushes are shown here, and then there's a path coming from here and going this direction behind this cliff. Okay, so simply like this guy standing here and looking at the train, that like make more sense on the path side, but it does not need to be. Nobody think as that much on anything. Overall scene is beautiful and is good. So, and I could not see, but if you have this scene downloaded, this concept are downloaded somewhere on your drive, do send it in the Discord server when you post
Yeah,
your
yeah, okay.
block out in Unreal. So we will go through that. Okay, but this can be done in a week basically, I think. So this will be one good thing, and I love this scene. And for this scene also you can recreate it, but here what you need to do, you need to export all the prop as individually, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So then you have to recreate it in Unreal. It's a similar thing, but you can recreate it in Unreal, and you can look at it. It's also like 6 year ago, so you can polish the things first. Like just take the exact same thing into the
yeah,
Unreal,
yeah.
and then look at your reference again and see what you can polish and what you need to polish, and then polish them one by one. You feel like, oh, this crate need more retexturing, retexture it, re-export it, and then one by one polish things. First part is just take the exact same thing and recreate it in Unreal. Okay, or
Yeah,
you can use much more frontal. I believe the much more front view is also nice, will be nice, like one more shot, right? So basically the camera from this side and turning on this side, like going into like the person is here with the camera, walking here to the front and then showing the front of the house or the shop, and then going this direction to showing a little bit of this side. So basically a pan and swing animation, camera animation of the
Oh, yeah,
shop,
okay.
right? So from here to here the camera just go into the C curve here simply.
Yeah, yeah.
So simply that can show more details which you have put other than this just camera. And I believe this will also be a really good scene, and I believe these are the two things you need. And the third thing you need to practice is how to make a simple game prop or something like that. So I know with Unreal Engine 5, not everyone care about topology and the game side of things, but there are so many like Ubisoft, EA, Rockstar, like so many studios still follow the old pipeline. Not everyone work with Unreal Engine 5 yet. Okay, but it's okay. For now, we use Unreal Engine 5 and we recreate our thing similarly in Unreal Engine 5, and we recreate our both of our scene. That should be our first goal. I think in a month both can be done. Okay, so easily. Okay, and
Okay.
yeah, so that's our first goal should be, and you post it in your portfolio. And as you are a vehicle artist, or you can make vehicle, you can recreate this tempo or truck into render it. So Sierra Division. Okay, so what I show you, so
Oh,
this
cool.
tuk-tuk and the cycle basically I wanted to show. So see, like this tuk-tuk they made. Okay, you see the detail, see
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how. So simply your truck is standing and there is another one pass by, and imagine your shop is there, the same exact same thing, but look at the detail and everything. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know if
pretty
they have
detailed.
shared the topology. I want to see. So basically your truck can be of this quality. They haven't shared the topology. Okay, but it's okay, like if it's good, topology does not matter like that much. But still, like this pipe can be simple pipe, you don't need to have these ridges, those can be baked, right? So some things like that in games matters. Not everything can be super like same cycle. You have both of the things in your scene. You have there's a truck and there is a cycle. Okay, and then if you see this cycle, see, so they have added a lot of love into this, add more
Yeah.
detail, right? So do you have good skill with the vehicles and you have good skill with the environment, you can showcase both in this scene. First recreate it as it is, then take the cycle, like, so it's a Japanese cycle, right? So you will make it proper as per the Japan references and make it as per this quality.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
when I was always looking for tech, and then I just type like Japan truck or something like that, and it was like this all the time. This ones.
So like details like this, they haven't put the wireframe, but overall this quality would be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And if I hope people post the wireframe at least, so we
Mhm.
other people can learn from it. Yeah. So the basically like these some details is really nice to look at and have replicate. Come on, someone. Yeah, they're here. The
Oh, yeah.
wireframe. Okay. So this threads are not required, right? In the corner
Mhm.
we might, okay,
Mhm.
because from the camera this might be visible, but not the middle.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so we might add these extrusion in the corner, but we keep it flat in the center because it might not be visible.
Mhm.
In
Mhm.
very rare
Yeah.
occasion when you're looking very close, might, but this is like very waste. Like see, like how good and low the topology is, and then they did this on the tire, and like even the
Mhm.
exhale, right? It will exhale this thing will not be visible that
Mhm.
much.
Mhm.
So it does not make sense to give it like these bevels and everything.
Mhm.
Maybe
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
will be like first person, someone will drive it, then it makes sense.
Maybe.
Otherwise it do not make sense to add that much detail inside also. But it's good like someone at least shared a wireframe, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, so the
Mhm.
just the goal is to make simple prop. Okay, maybe take this crate, okay, or maybe crate with bottles, recreate it as per the game pipeline. Okay, so
Mhm.
if you're not
Mhm.
sure, you can check. Basically, you need to create low poly, high poly, put the UVs properly, and then texture it in the painter. Probably because everyone use painter in the games,
Yeah.
and
Me.
then
Me too.
yeah, and just bake everything in my texture and then just import it, just to showcase that the pipeline in there.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
the crate it will take a week, hardly gonna take a week for the crate. And this phone booth, basically, right, it can take 2 weeks. Okay, you can make this bin in a week, basically as per the game
Okay.
pipeline, right? Because
Mhm.
and yeah, in the end you can just showcase all these props individually. Once you have made
Okay.
this scene, once you have finished the scene, first pass you will just publish it as is. Okay,
Mhm.
you're
Mhm.
made. And then you could recreate all these few props, pick one, two, or three, which one, like the crate, and then this bin, and then this thing, right? You
Mhm.
pick
Mhm.
all these, and then you pick the bicycle and the truck, and then one by one, like that in
Mhm.
a thing.
Mhm.
And then you replace it in your scene and start polishing.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so just improve the fidelity in the second pass of this environment. Okay,
Mhm.
first
Mhm.
I want you to just take the same thing, take it into Unreal, just render it. Okay,
Okay.
but I want you to follow proper pipeline and don't use
Mhm.
Datasmith or something which just export everything. I want you to take each prop individually, like this lamp is like multiple times duplicated in Max. Max, right? You used, yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah.
export only one and then duplicated it in Unreal. So that I want you
Mhm.
to do.
Mhm.
So you can keep posting while you're working on it. I will
Mhm.
be there.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's something similar in Unreal Engine. Like what you're doing in 3ds Max, that's the exact same thing will happen in Unreal. The one thing I love about Unreal is the referencing, right? So you import the individual prop, you place it in the scene. There is no other way. In
Mhm.
3ds Max, you duplicate it, it become a separate second object, right? Otherwise,
Yeah.
like you duplicate it instanced intentionally, then it makes sense. But sometimes it just mess up so much, right? You
Mhm.
have to break the instance, then you have to relink the instance, and there is no easy way to do it. But in an
Yeah.
Unreal, I found it in the game pipelines, that's the only way. So you bring
Mhm.
in the object into the browser, in the content browser, and from there you link into your scene,
Mhm.
basically.
Mhm. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is no way directly you can bring it in there, so you have to make that
Mhm.
source in your content browser. So yeah, so that's basically I love about the game. So in the real time it give you the result.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
This.
yeah,
This.
I will be there to help you and support you with everything wherever you need help, right? But start with recreating this scene, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like
This is a
in
good
the end,
idea.
like we have decided, right? Like we want to, like I won't stop anyone like to not find more opportunity to make things. And if just drink the whole thing from this guy William Faucher, okay, because you can work in cinematics in Unreal. Okay, And
Okay.
so the first step will be to recreate these two scenes. The second step
Mm-hmm.
will be learning the basics of props. Okay. And if you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to, because the prop is like will get your mind ready, right? Because I have seen in your the very first videos you have this organic thing, right? And when I see
Mm-hmm.
the chase, your this environment, which give me feeling like I love to do similar type of work, like organic foliage, mix of organic and thing. So I thought like so if you would have made cars and hard surface, I would have definitely sent you to the ruins and rock type of direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So where
yeah,
you will make rocks and you will make ruins and debris or mix of nature and stuff. So that I will send you to the direction to, like, after this is done. So that I will, because you have already worked on the rocks and cliffs and castles type of thing. So
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we'll create a very small, we'll try to create a diorama in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what diorama is, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
know that
So
very
so
much.
basically in the diorama, so basically you can look for this game which there is some Roman architecture is there, then there is a broken pillar, broken wall is there. It's just simply small
Mm-hmm.
part of the world with the very detailed assets. So that we will make after we finish these things, or like after that's like 2 months plan already. So after that
Mm-hmm.
we'll see, and we'll look into your resume once you have finished these scenes. Okay, you build a resume
Okay.
again, and then you start applying for the
Mm-hmm.
jobs
Mm-hmm.
in the again. Okay, as
Okay.
a game cinematic artist or game environment artist. Okay, so you
Mm-hmm.
start
Mm-hmm.
applying. Maybe you will might have to start from mid level, but don't be shy away from there to apply for any job. You say it's a environment artist, just apply for it, and I'm there to support you. Like if you don't not clear about anything like in there in the job, or someone is asking something in the email, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn or on the Discord server once you join me. So you can
Mm-hmm.
reach
Okay.
out and
Yeah.
ask if you're not sure what to reply and what to make out of some job description will be there. So yeah, so let's just be motivated. So that you have to
Mm-hmm.
bring that motivation, you have to bring from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot give that to you, but I want you to be motivated and feel positive about it. And I wish game and your cinematic industry could sustain, and you
Mm-hmm.
still find a job in the same industry you have experienced in and love to work in. But I won't stop you from increasing your chance of opportunities. And
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so that's there. So you have the plan. So if anything is not clear, you know where to reach out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it is
Okay.
I hope it was helpful and you.
It was very helpful. I needed talk about it because I don't know anybody from game industry, so I need to hear this. And I like the plan that I will create this scene into Unreal. It's very real plan. It's like realistic task right now for me because I know how to do this stuff from 3ds Max. I know how to do some stuff in Unreal. So this together, it's like I'm super comfortable to make this. So
Awesome.
I really like that.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I will look forward to you posting in the channel and motivating you and me and other people to post
Mhm,
more,
mhm,
and that to keep the we start the new year with awesome
mhm,
stuff.
mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Nice one.
yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you very much. It was
Yes.
it was great to talk to you, and I keep in touch, and I will
Yes.
join the Discord and
Yeah. Start posting in
start
there.
start
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
Be
Okay.
motivated. Like if you feel like not working, just say in the chat, and I will send my genie. I was like, here, see. I will send you the empty plate of food as let's see. Empty
Okay.
wallet photos. Here's some motivation. Okay, man. It was really awesome talking to you. Thank you very much for
Okay.
doing
Bye
this.
bye.
Take care, man. Bye.
Cheers. Take care.